Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafran people, how on a day? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media. Fellow Biafrans, I would say, I told you so. I could see the handwriting on the wall, and for a long time I've been telling you all to please follow who no road. Follow who no road. That was the reason why for the past few weeks, whenever the one they call Elias makes a video, I am quick to make a video to counter his own video and put him in his place. I knew they were up to something, and today we are hearing that the so-called Briggy, they juxtapose the name of Simon Ekpa to say Simon Ekpa has sued Dr. Ngozi Orabueze for database theft of IPOB, some nonsense they were talking about. You all know the language of Simon Ekpa. When it comes to IPOB, we are more specific. We call them IPOB Nigeria Limited. IPOB Nigeria Limited. There was never a time that we addressed ourselves like IPOB. Because for a long time, those they call IPOB Nigeria Limited, all they've been saying is that Simon Ekpa is not a member of IPOB. Hence, we took the name IPOB Autopilot. So technically, before we went to Briggy and to USB, our official name is what? IPOB Autopilot. But today we are hearing that the one they call Dabiri, a man who is fighting for his pocket, himself and Elias, they are now saying that Simon Ekpa, who is held somewhere in Finland in a solitary confinement by the Finnish government and by the Nigerian government, 2 in 1. They are saying that Simon Ekpa is now suing Dr. Ngozi Orabueze in Washington with the claims that she stole database of IPOB members across US and Europe. That was where they made a mistake. That's not the language of Simon Ekpa. IPOB members? No. We are known as IPOB Autopilot. Fellow Biafrans, I saw this coming for a while ago. In the month of March, I knew this was coming. Hence, I focused on Elias and kept one eye on the so-called lawyer of Simon Ekpa known as Dabiri. I will show you what happened in the month of February. They've been brewing this for a long time. Watch this. Fellow Biafrans, what you are seeing here was a message posted on Facebook on the 10th of February, where it says, and I quote, "Breaking news. Ngozi Orabueze has been sacked, denounced and expelled from Briggy by the Biafra PM Simon Ekpa through the Briggy Council, Dabiri. In the letter duly served to Ngozi," they use the word Ngozi, so now you know the camp that is coming from. Not Dr. Ngozi. They call, when you say anybody say Ngozi, you now know the signature of those who are speaking. From the days of the meeting, we saw what happened when Simon Ekpa was there. They were all attacking Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. They were addressing her as Ngozi, and Simon Ekpa told them to address her by her official name, her official title, because they were in a cabinet meeting. So to address her, you must call her the Chief of Staff, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Fellow Biafrans, don't be confused. This has been going on right from the time when Simon Ekpa was here with us. That's why I'm saying I thank God for the person that put out all those videos of the cabinet private meetings they were having. Because it shows that if Simon Ekpa was there with them within the meeting and they were all attacking Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, then what would you think will happen in the absence of Simon Ekpa? What do you think they would do when Simon Ekpa is out of the picture? Today, they are showing you what they are doing. Today, they are showing you what they are doing. They've gone haywire. They've gone haywire. But I am glad that our Deputy Prime Minister was able to speak on this. In this tweet message, she said, and I quote, "The Nigerian government and their agents in Brege are restless, using the name of our Prime Minister to promote their evil agenda. They have failed woefully." I love that. Lord have mercy. The United States of Biafra government will show Dabiri, Elias, Oge Nkere, and the rest of them. And she went on. So, fellow Biafrans, we understand the game they've been playing, but for me, I kept my eyes on Elias Garasulis because I knew he was up to something. He was up to something. But I am glad our Deputy Prime Minister, she's handling it with, in a professional way. She's not even breaking a sweat on this nonsense. The biggest mistake they made was to call IPOB members. We are not IPOB. We are known as IPOB autopilot. So that was the biggest mistake. It shows you that those who are doing this, they were the members of IPOB Nigeria Limited who sneaked into the government of Simon Ekpa. And ever since, they were still the same people who were attacking Simon Ekpa, who said Biafra will eat his head. Biafra will take his head. Since then till now, they've been doing the same thing. They have been doing the same thing. Also, my people, when you look closely, I took my time when this news was going on. I went to the X page of Elias Garasulis to see what he's doing. And before your eyes, he has also put out the so-called breaking news of Simon Ekpa suing Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. God have mercy. Fellow Biafrans, follow who know road. I keep telling you guys to please follow who know road. This same man has not spoken to Finland. Elias Garasulis has not made a video condemning the president of Finland. The same way we see Dr. Ngozi Orabueze exposing Finland, calling the name of the president of Finland and saying, "May shame be upon Finland" at the end. But the so-called lobbyist of Biafra, the one who has the ears of Washington, the one who is our eyes in Washington, he has refused to speak on Finland. That tells you he's under the same conformity with what Finland is doing to Simon Ekpa. He's a white man, and the Finnish doing Simon Ekpa, these are also white people. So how come Elias Garasulis is not speaking? He wants to make a video to address we the Biafrans, 80 million Biafrans, a white man addressing us, but he has not spoken to his own brother from Finland. Alex, what's his name again? He's so-called president of Finland, Alex Taub. He has not made a video attacking his own brother, but he's here doing videos about us, the Biafrans, educating us, telling us about our culture. Fellow Biafrans, stop making this mistake of thinking that the white man's ice is colder. I knew this guy was up to something when all he did was tweet what the so-called brigade said about Simon Ekpa. He has made no video condemning Finland for the unlawful arrest, detention of Simon Ekpa. All he's doing is collecting the money of the Biafrans. At this point, I want to call on Oge Nkere to please be careful. Because this thing you are doing, I know your hands were pressed. You are paying this guy $10,000 every month. I understand that. If you think these people, they are your friend, you always address him as your brother. That's the biggest mistake you are making. They are not your friend. They are not your brothers. They are just your clients. Start seeing Elias Garasulis and Dabiri as your clients, not your friend or brothers. And to give you an advice, if you are still paying him that $10,000, in a contract, there's something they call a deferred payment. You can defer the payment. Say, okay, we are still in contract for 6 months, but I cannot pay you now because no money is coming into the coffers of Brigi. The Biafrans, they are donating all their money to USB. They believe in Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. So for the past 4-5 months, I am sorry, there is no money to pay you. I wish to defer this contract. Or you can also suspend the contract that you have with this man called Elias Gadasolis and his so-called lawyer friend, Dabiri. Fellow Biafrans, keep on going. You will see all he does is to retweet what people are saying. He has no friends. He has no interest in us. All what he's after is the money he's making. People say things about Dr. Ngozi Orabueze and he's so happy. All he does is retweet. You see again, one from Sonia Akbarawa. Again, Elias Gadasolis did a retweet. I'm calling on Oge Nkere, be careful. These white men, they are after their profit, the interest, the $10,000 they make every month. And they will do heaven and earth or heaven and hell to make sure the money is still coming. They will force you into doing the unthinkable. They will force you into taking Dr. Ngozi Orabueze to court. I read the nonsense you're asking about for about $600,000 is it dollars from Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, 1.5 million in damages. Oge Nkere, all what they're after is money, money, money. They are not your friend. If you assume they are your friend, then you are making a mistake. If you think they are your friend, you are making a mistake. Because when you go through the annals of history, Ojukwu did not take Uwazurike to court for starting his own Biafra movement. Uwazurike, yes, he attacked Simon Ekpa. He kidnapped Simon Ekpa during his wedding. He spoke ill about Simon Ekpa or Nnamdi Kanu, but he never took Nnamdi Kanu to court. Nnamdi Kanu, while he was here with us, he asked us to follow Simon Ekpa, share his video because Simon is coming with a new dimension. And when he was kidnapped in Kenya, I would say respect to the DOS because all they did was speak ill about Simon Ekpa, but they did not take Simon Ekpa to court. They said Simon Ekpa was using the name of Nnamdi Kanu. They said Simon Ekpa was not an IPOB member. They talked all the talk, but they didn't take Simon Ekpa to court. Oge Nkere, do not allow a white man, a foreigner amongst the family, a stranger, a one who has no love for you or your people. Do not allow them to destroy Biafra. Because anyway you look at it, we are still going to be the one that will be hot. Do not be scared to discuss with them and defer any payment you are paying them. In a contract, you can renegotiate. It's okay in a contract. There might be some penalties to pay, but you can suspend the contract and you can defer the payment in the contract. Because right now, there is nothing those people are doing for you. You are just wasting your money. And for the fact there is no funding coming to you and your briggy, I understand most of the money is probably from the zoo government or from your own personal purse. Oge Nkere, they are forcing your hand to do the unthinkable. Now they are asking for money. They are asking for penalties. They are claiming that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze stole the intellectual properties of Biafra, IPOB members and the rest of them. The database of IPOB members. Oge Nkere, don't allow them to make you to cause a taboo in the land of Biafra. Fellow Biafrans, at this point, I want you all to know that the war has begun. I've taken my time for a long time, even though I've been very, very busy. But when I saw what this man did here, Elias Garasulis, when I saw what he did here, he has not condemned Finland. He has not condemned Nigeria. All he's doing is attacking the Biafrans, telling us we don't have a country yet. What we did in Finland was just a jamboree. He's saying we have no country yet. But those that held Simon Ekpa, his client, he has not spoken to the government of Finland. No video from him. So I'm saying that the war is on. That's what they want. We shall bring it to them. But for the last time, I am calling on Oge Nkere to do what is right. Don't allow a foreigner to cause problem in the land. Do not be the first to bring in a foreigner to force your hands, because all what they are after is the interest of money they are getting. Like I told you, in economics, they say the bakery man that bakes bread in the morning is baking that bread not because he loves you, but because he's thinking about the money he'll make, the profit he'll make off you before you go to work. The man that bakes the bread, the bakery, when you see the bakery man 6 a.m. in the morning, he is waking up and baking bread. They know your time schedule. They know you go to work 8 in the morning. So they woke up 6 a.m. to make that bread hot and fresh, so that you will come to them, buy the bread, pay them some money, make your breakfast, eat your food before going to work. It's all about their interest. That selfish interest. I know in that zoo, you guys, you're always scared of the white man. You are scared to discuss with them. You worship them. You appreciate them all the time. You adore them. But Oge Nkere, I'm telling you, it is okay. It is acceptable to renegotiate whatever contract you have with that man. At this point, there is no need having such a person as a lobby. If you are wise, keep your money to yourself until Obatobia is out to make that final verdict. Because for the past 6 months that Simon Ekpa was held in Finland, not a single video has been done by Elias Garasulis to condemn the president of Finland. But he has made 2 or 3 videos addressing 80 million Biafrans, telling us why we don't have a country yet, why we should all fall to Briggy. Oge Nkere, for the last time, I'm calling on you to be careful in what you're about to go down in doing. You are the one that struck first. You are the one that showed your hand first. That doesn't mean you'll be the one to win the game. You have shown us your intention. That doesn't mean when the die is cast that you'll be the one to win the game. If you are wise, you should know that these guys, all what they're after is their monthly pay of 10,000. I don't know if it's you that is paying them or if it's Nigeria that is paying them, but you need to start using your own senses. The war is on. That war you need or you are asking for is on. Fellow Biafrans, going forward, it is clear that these guys, they call themselves Briggy. It is clear they are bent on attacking Dr. Ngozi Orabueze and destroying the works of Simon Ekpa. We've told them on numerous occasions to keep on doing their job. Nobody is stopping them from doing their Briggy. Nobody is stopping them from doing their weekly, donations and the rest of them. But because they know that the Spirit of God and the Spirit of Biafra has departed them and is upon the USB, That's why they are doing what they are doing, to sabotage our country, the United States of Biafra. If you think that what they are doing is about Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, then you are wasting your time. What they are doing is about sabotaging Biafra. They want Biafra to be defeated. The newly redeclared nation, they want Biafra to be defeated. And it's a bit strange that they are coming with a lawsuit at a time when Nnamdi Kanu is going through a court case in Nigeria. Simon Ekpa is going through a court case in Finland. And now they want Dr. Ngozi Orabueze to be going through a court case in America. Not only that, they also put all the members of a cabinet in that suit. Fellow Biafrans, start to think. Start to use your senses and understand the game they are playing. Nnamdi Kanu is in court. Simon Ekpa is in court. And now, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is being taken to court. What is the LCM here? What is the common factor here? Court, court, court. Nnamdi Kanu, court. Simon Ekpa, court. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, court. It means those who are interested in doing this court concept, those who are interested in slowing down our movement through a court process, it means they have an idea and they may be responsible for what is happening to Nnamdi Kanu in court, Simon Ekpa in court, and now Dr. Ngozi Orabueze in court. Biafrans, that's how you use your logic. That is how you use your logic. I told you I saw a red flag. It was a red flag when a so-called contractor, a so-called client, a lobbyist client said he was on the internet. He was browsing the internet. He was browsing and he saw Briggy. And in his language he said, oh, Briggy, Biafra Republic Government in Exile? When did the IPOB have a government in exile? He used the word IPOB in his story that he was telling us in Finland. And he said he communicated with us, not knowing if we need his service or not. He communicated with us through the website. And Simon Ekpa was the one that responded back to him. Oh my God, have mercy. That was an inside job. That was an inside job. He was planted amongst us because it makes no sense. One same company handling the activities of Ambazonia, Biafra, Eritrea, and the rest. And you think it's a coincidence? You think it's a mistake or just by chance? No. They call it a controlled or controlling the environment. You put controls in place to checkmate, to mitigate, and control the environment of Simon Ekpa. If I was in the cabinet of Simon Ekpa back then, I would say, no, if we need the activities or the services of a lobbyist, we must go out there, put out a procurement, put out an order and say we need this service. Let the best apply for that job or that contract. Let the best lobbyist of the world apply for that contract. Let us see their resume. Let us see how far they've gone in their resume. And we, the Biafrans, we have the money to pay for the best service. Someone who will respect their job, respect the scope of their contract. That the only job we need from them, the only service we need from them is for them to be at the Washington, be our eyes in Washington. Not to come and educate us, the Biafrans, about the culture of the Biafrans. That's an insult, a slap on the face of the Biafrans. Fellow Biafrans, I'll leave it here, but I wanted to do that. I'll keep on observing this. But by this weekend, I wanted to know I will give my final verdict on this. But that war that they want, Oge Nkere, you have the last chance to turn things around. Because this thing that you are doing, you have thrown your own stone now. We now know what you have in your arsenal. When the government of Biafra responds, when the people of Biafra responds, do not blame us. Do not blame us. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear.
Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High Himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake Biafra will come. Because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. Our enemies are equally important because they must listen. Those who do not love the truth must listen. Those who are beholden to darkness, they must also listen. For we are here to bring light upon a very darkened continent without Biafra. Africa is nothing without Biafra. There is no difference between a black man and a wild animal in the forest. We say with every ounce of conviction. I welcome each and every one of you. If you're joining us for the very first time, this is Radio Biafra. This is how we do it. We magnify the name of the Most High before we do anything. That is why we are exceptionally formidable. That is why